Now check that rotation right there. Pretty good, right? So, hello sword friends! So, in today's edition, we got a Type Z Viking sword. The reason why I bring it up because we have released the Viking sword Type Z and also Type K on Swordier website for quite a time, but definitely we never forget how we improve growing from different production lines. So we added a few touches to the former design of the Viking sword, and here it is today. What I presented to you here is the triple lobed pommel here. Of course, it's a pin pommel, and also the full covered genuine leather. And of course, we still use those curved crossguard, very classic to the Type Z Viking sword. You might find it a little bit silver, but it's actually the copper alloy. It just matched with those upgraded buckles here as well. Also, they are genuine leather, and according to different size of the body, we have been extended the belt actually, so it will just fit different body sizes. So like what I said, it's in genuine leather, and of course you will see those hand stitching on the hilt right there. The hilt here is 10.5 centimeters, and either you wear a glove or use it barehanded, it can fit your hand pretty comfortably, like what I did right there. It has all those at least like 3 risers on the hilt for the better grip. Now we take a look at the blade itself. Wide fuller for the blade, and this is a very common feature for the Viking sword, and it decreases the weight mostly, and also to make it more beautiful. But now the weight without scabbard is only 920 grams. Pattern welded blade material, and as you can see, it has those random patterns on the blade surface, and the blade is distal tapered as well. From the base right here is 6.6 millimeters. Now all the way to the tip right here, reinforced tip, still 3.5 millimeters for the blade thickness. Personally speaking, I think it can be used for thrusting and cutting, and the point balance is designed to be around 13 centimeters from the base right here. So it performed kind of like a really beautiful cutter. The length of the blade is 70 centimeters, very close to the historical design Viking sword. So no more boring those specifications. Let's put this Viking sword into test. I think this is what you guys want to say, right? Let's do it. So for better illustrate the Viking sword, now I turn myself into the battle ready mode, and as you can see, here's the belt right here. It fitted near my waist very beautifully, and it just fit my hand right there beautifully. Very easy to wear them. It just hold it very stably. It won't like tilt it to the other side. Very good directions, and very easy to take out the blade, right? So this is the design of this upgraded belt. So let's see how it's gonna work out on the tatami mat, but first we're gonna test the sharpness on the paper. Let's do it. Now I have the paper. Let's test it out, the sharpness, all right? Pretty straight. Let's do it slowly, going forward. Pretty nice. Change it to another direction. So now I'm ready to do the tatami mat, but I need to clarify this is like 2 rows of tatami mats, like roll them together. Let's see where the limitation of this Viking sword, because I have confidence in this Viking sword, so I'm gonna test it out, all right, as an amateur. I guess I need more practice, but as you can see, the power of this pattern molded, it just cut it so through, as you can see from here. I have done the cleanup of the blade. Now, as you can see, I cut like a multiple different angles and the different tatami mats right there. And you can see those clean face of the cutting part. Pretty good, really maneuverable. Consider the weight of this Viking sword, 920 grams. Come on. Clean cut, pretty good. So I have this drawn bamboo with branches, so I will just use this Viking sword as the machetes to chop it off. Just test the limitation of the blade, all right? So in different situations, you will see the blade is handle those drawn bamboo like that. You see, I'm just testing it, all right? Don't judge me. I'm doing this as a responsibility to test the edge rotation for this blade. You see, I'm using it like a machetes. This is the pattern welded. Now check the edge rotation right there. Pretty good, right? So let's see if we can just cut this drawn bamboo in half without backroad of the edge. Almost through. All right, almost through. But we are getting there. You can see the edge is cut through right there in this directions, and then from the base it's kind of like splintered everywhere. So now here is the part you're gonna check the edge for the edge rotation. I do mention that the pattern welded blade is not as strong as spring steel in terms of the edge rotation, but with the right forging skills, it can be good and has like a really good edge rotation right there. We use the paper. You see, this is the cutting part, right? Let's test it. There we go. It can still. Now I'll check both sides of the edge because I can't remember which edge I used. Right, so this is like a double check just as the proof of the cutting edge. Very straight, right? That means there's no damage to the blade edge. And of course we can use the water bottle to test the sharpness and also the edge rotation right after also the tatami mat cuttings and the drawn bamboo cuttings. Let's see. So, this is two parts from two different bottles. I tested, it cuts through. Not a big deal. And the edge, hold it pretty good. Now close up once again from the tape. Almost forgot to test the thrusting powers, right? So this is the tatami mat left over we have been testing, and let's see. Very easy to cut through, right? So this is the sharpened tape, and I'll do it multiple times. So there we go. Very easy to maneuver the directions, even for an amateur like me. You see, this is how easy it can be. Now this is the final testing to the flex strength of this pattern welded. So pattern welded tends to have like a less flex strength compared to spring steel in terms of the blade material and also the forging technique. Now let's see. Now I'm using the tape to bite into the wood stand right there. it's pretty strong. Like I told you, shared with you, the Distal Taper is from 6.6 millimeter to 3.5 millimeters. As you can see, the blade tip bite into the wood, and I'm bending over like 45 degrees. Now, here we check the tip. There we go, right? Still sharp as well. There's no like a bending over to each side of the blade. And the alignment safely stayed right there. Since it's a pin pommel, you don't hear any strange wobbling sounds right after we do all of the cuttings. Very good stabilities during the using. Either you are using it for like light material and also heavy material cuttings, this could be a really good choice, especially you like those Viking cultures. This is definitely a good sword. You can either use it for the collections and also you use it for practice, those martial arts, right? So basically this is pretty much everything about this beautiful Viking sword. If you wanted to learn more information about this beautiful sword, you are more than welcome to check out our website, Swordier.com. And until next time, just leave your questions or your opinions down below the comment sections. All right, so until next time, my friend.